Dear students, today we will discuss about the new chapter, chapter 7, chemical equilibrium. Actually, this chapter divided into two parts. One is the equilibrium first, chemical equilibrium, and second is the ionic equilibrium, equilibrium second. So, this chapter is broadly divided into two parts. One is the equilibrium first, that is chemical equilibrium, and second is the ionic equilibrium, that is equilibrium second. It is very important part of our fundamental chemistry. Basically, it is a part of chemical kinetics. Chemical kinetics is a branch of physical chemistry which deals with the study of rate of reaction, factors affecting rate of reaction. So here first we will discuss about equilibrium. What is means of equilibrium? How can we explain about equilibrium? Actually, equilibrium is a state at which concentration of reactant and product do not change with respect to time. Equilibrium is a type of state at which concentration of reactant and product do not change with respect to time. That is known as a equilibrium. That is a equilibrium. When equilibrium established, if in any reaction equilibrium is established, then whatever concentration of reactants and products are present, that remain constant. That does not change with respect to time. For example, if you have taken A plus B, A and B two reactant, then it forms C plus D product. C plus D product. This one is the double arrow is the sign of reversible reactions. These two anti-parallel arrow represent about the reversible reaction. Reversible reactions means reactions which proceed forward as well as backward. So here A plus A and B are reactant and C and D are products. So at equilibrium, at a state of equilibrium, whatever concentration of reactants and products are present, that remain constant. That does not change with respect to time. Concentration remain constant at equilibrium. Constant at equilibrium. Constant at equilibrium. Equilibrium is applied in physical changes as well as in chemical changes. In physical changes, if we apply equilibrium, then for example, if ice is taken, then ice start melt to convert liquid and further liquid freeze to form solid. So equilibrium during physical changes, equilibrium during physical changes. Equilibrium during physical changes, we will observe in changing of ice into liquid, and liquid into gas, and gas into liquid. The equilibrium during physical changes, ice changes into liquid and liquid changes into ice after freezing. Further, liquid vaporized to form gas and gas condenses together form liquid. Gas change into liquid, liquid change into gas. So these are equilibrium in which at a particular instant whatever concentration of ice and liquid are present, that remain constant. So in such type of changes, physical appearance change from one state to another state. That's why here equilibrium is known as a equilibrium during physical changes. Now we will discuss about the state of equilibrium with respect to rate of reaction. Rate of reaction. First we will discuss about rate of reaction. What is means of rate of reaction? First we will discuss about the rate of reaction. Rate of reaction. It is expressed with help of small r. It is defined as the change in concentration per unit time. Rate of reaction is defined as the change in concentration per unit time is known as a rate of reaction. For example, if A plus B change into C plus D, then rate of reaction for reactant R is equal to minus delta concentration of A upon delta T. Here negative sign is applied for rate of reaction of reactant because with respect to time, concentration of reactant A and B is decreasing. But if we are going to express rate of reaction for product, then R is equal to plus delta concentration of C upon delta T. So here rate of reaction for product is expressed in positive because when time is increases, the concentration of products are increases. That's why it is known as the rate of appearance, and this one is known as the rate of disappearance. It is the rate of disappearance because here concentration is decreases, but here with respect to time concentration is increases. That's why it is known as the rate of appearance. For product, rate of appearance, and for reactant, rate of disappearance. Now, if we are going to explain equilibrium with respect to rate of reaction, then we can say that when rate of forward reaction is equal to the rate of backward reaction, at that instant equilibrium will establish. When rate of forward reaction is equal to the rate of backward reaction, then equilibrium will establish. For example, if we plotted a type of graph in between rate R and time, rate R and time, then initially rate of reactant is very high because concentration of reactant is high. Initially concentration of reactant is high, that's why rate of reaction is also high. But with respect to time, mass is decreases, then rate of reaction is also decreases, and at a particular instant it becomes constant. So this one is for reactant, and when concentration of product is increases, the rate of reaction is also increases, like this, and in this way state of equilibrium will establish. When rate of forward reaction, this one is for product, rate of forward and backward both are equal to each other, then it is known as a equilibrium. It is a equilibrium, state of equilibrium. So when rate of forward reaction is equal to the rate of backward reaction, then at that instant equilibrium will establish. With help of this graph, rate of reaction with respect to time, we can understand how equilibrium will establish. Now, one more graph with respect to concentration. Concentration with respect to time. Concentration with respect to time. Initially, concentration of reactant is high, and after at a particular instant it becomes constant. And concentration of product is initially zero, but with respect to time it increases, and at a particular instant it becomes constant. So this one is state of equilibrium. It is a state of equilibrium. State of equilibrium, where rate of forward reaction is equal to where concentration of reactant and product do not change with respect to time. So with respect to concentration and time, such type of graph is plotted in between reactant and product. And with respect to rate of reaction and time, this graph show when rate of forward reaction is equal to the rate of backward reaction, then equilibrium will establish. But we should keep in mind, equilibrium is only applicable for reversible process. It is not applicable for irreversible process. Equilibrium is only applicable for reversible process. Reversible process means which proceed forward as well as in backward direction. Irreversible reactions are those types of reactions which proceed in only one direction. Equilibrium, you should always keep in mind, equilibrium is applicable only for reversible reaction. It is not applicable for irreversible reaction. Reversible reactions are those types of reactions Reversible reactions are those types of reactions. Reversible reactions. Reversible reactions. Reversible reactions are those types of reactions which proceed forward as well as backward direction. That is a reversible reaction. For example, if ammonia is taken, so N2 plus thrice H2 combine together to form NH3 ammonia. But it proceeds forward as well as backward, means the nitrogen and hydrogen combine together to form ammonia, and further ammonia decompose to form nitrogen and hydrogen. So it is a reversible reaction. Similarly, if hydrogen gas is taken, so H2 plus I2, this gives twice Hi. It is also reversible reaction. Decomposition of calcium carbonate, thermal decomposition, it is also reversible reaction, because when calcium carbonate is heated, then it decomposes into calcium oxide and carbon dioxide. Further, calcium oxide and carbon dioxide join together to form calcium carbonate. So it is a reversible reaction. Irreversible reactions are those types of reactions which do not proceed in both directions. Means reactions which proceed in only one direction is known as a irreversible reaction. That is known as a irreversible reaction. Like an irreversible reaction, irreversible reactions, irreversible reactions, irreversible reactions. Irreversible reactions are those types of reactions which proceed in only one direction. For example, if BaCl2 is taken and BaCl2 react with sodium sulfate, barium chloride reacts with sodium sulfate to form BaSO4, white precipitate, white PPT plus twice NaCl, sodium chloride. So barium chloride react with sodium sulfate to form BaSO4, barium sulfate plus twice NaCl, 2 molecules of sodium chloride. And white precipitate a BSO4 is formed. So it is a irreversible reaction which proceed in only one direction. It does not proceed in both directions. Now we will discuss about more important thing of chemical equilibrium, law of mass action. Law of mass action. It is very important thing. Law of mass action. Law of mass action. So we'll discuss about law of mass action. Law of mass action. Actually, this law was proposed by Goldberg and Vege. Goldberg and Vege, two scientists. This law was proposed by Goldberg and Vege, two scientists. According to this law, rate of reaction is directly proportional to the product of active masses of reactants or products in which concentration terms of reactant and products reach by some powers which is equal to the stoichiometry of balanced chemical equation. According to this law, rate of reaction is directly proportional to the product of active masses of reactants or products in which each concentration terms reach by some powers which is equal to the stoichiometry of balanced chemical equation. It is law of mass action. Now let us consider about reaction A plus B combined together to form C plus D. If small a mole of A is taken and small b mole of B is taken, small c of C and small d of D product is taken. Small c is number of moles of this product C and small d is number of moles of product capital D. Now rate of reaction R is directly proportional to the product of active masses. Active masses means molar mass. So molar mass of any species can express with encloses species by big bracket. So this one is the active mass, means molar mass, concentration of A into concentration of B. Now R is equal to K, that is rate constant, concentration of A to power A, because A is the stoichiometry of species A, and B to power B. This one is the rate of reaction. Rate of reaction. Similarly, this one is the forward reaction. That's why it is a RF, forward reaction. For backward reaction, RB, similarly RB is equal to K, rate constant, and concentration of C to power C into concentration of D to power D. This one is for backward. This one is the for forward. It is for forward, and this one is for backward. But when rate of forward reaction is equal to the rate of backward reaction, then at that instant equilibrium will establish. Now, with help of law of mass action, at equilibrium, rate of forward reaction is equal to rate of backward reaction, means कि RF is equal to RB, KF, KB. Now KF, concentration of A to power A, B पे पावर B is equal to KB C पे पावर C D पे पावर D. In this way, Kf upon Kb, Kf upon Kb is equal to concentration of C पे power C into concentration of D पे power D upon concentration of A पे power A and concentration of B पे power D. In this way, Kf upon Kb is known as a equilibrium constant. Kc is equal to C पे power C, D पे power D upon A पे power A and B पे power B. This Kc is known as a equilibrium constant. Equilibrium constant. And equilibrium constant Kc is equal to concentration of C पे power C into concentration of D पे power D upon concentration of A पे power A and to concentration of B पे power